Hi, my name is Quanasia, and welcome to my book corner where I talk to you about books or series that I recently read. Today's series or book is on the screen. If you have read it before, continue on with this review. If you have not read it before, please go and read it, girl, and then come on back because I don't want to hear nothing about spoilers, okay? I don't want you to start wanting to tussle because I done said something you ain't read yet, okay? Okay, I'm reading Kiss of the Basilisk of the series Split or Swallow, and it's the first one, okay? Now, I seen it on TikTok. A whole lot of people was like, oh my God, it was so crazy. You gotta read it. It's so crazy, blah, blah, blah. And it was crazy from the beginning. And then it went on to continue to be crazy. I'm in the beginning. Okay, I'm only on 2%, but people made it seem like soon as the first fucking page is gonna be craziness. I don't see the craziness. Like, I get that, they got a hunch, a basilisk, to prepare them to marry the prince. Does the prince have a monster cock or something that they need to hunch a basilisk first? I mean, and why would that matter with them being able to achieve having children? I'm just not understanding that. Giving the prince an heir, unless the prince is a whole freak or something. Like, what's really going on here? But I don't get ooh, this is crazy. I don't see it. I'm not getting that. I'm this is chapter 1, and it's still not giving, oh, this shit is nuts, this shit is crazy. I mean, it's crazy in a way where, that's crazy that she got a hunch on a shifter, basically, a basilisk, just so she could prepare to hunch on the prince and have his children. That's crazy. And like, every mother is preparing her child for this, but it's not giving, oh my gosh. You get what I'm saying? It's giving, damn, that's crazy. It's not giving, oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, so chapter 2, she goes to the caves to meet her basilisk. It happens to be the king of the basilisk, whatever. Okay, the serpent king, whatever. At the end, right? Well, she then has to finger herself. He ends up jerking himself off, whatever the case may be. Okay, boom. He then tells her, okay, you gotta why every fucking time I'm trying to talk, here comes a goddamn plane. I mean, if y'all could hear that in the back, I'm sorry. And then they want to get louder. Anyways, they get to the end, and he's like, okay, you gonna put this claw up in your coochie, all right? And when I'm thinking about you, it's gonna pulse, all right? So she's like, okay. And when she's leaving, she goes, okay, well, I hope you think of me. Are you gonna think of me? He's like, yeah, I'll think of you. He makes it post. Baby girl, it ends up blowing her socks off, and that's the end of the chapter. Who came up with this? Like, who said, you know what, this is a good treaty. You fuck the girls first, send them on over to the prince. He gonna fuck them and then get them pregnant, right? And who said, you know what, that's a really great idea. That makes so much fucking sense. Let's do that. That makes a lot of sense. Huh? I'm not really understanding where the unhinged part is coming from. I'm still not that far in, but people said it's from the beginning, so I'm wondering, maybe my level of unhinged is different from their level of unhinged, because this not really unhinged to me. Like, unhinged to me is somebody breaking in your house and then fucking you crazy, like make you weird, like I'm gonna take that part out. But this isn't really giving unhinged, it's giving why. Like, why? What's the real reason? Who came up with this idea? That's what it's giving. It's not giving unhinged, it's giving who came up with this, and why did you come up with it? You get what I'm saying? Anyways, this girl is so insecure that anything one of her boo things say, she takes it the wrong way. Like, they could say, oh, I find you beautiful, I find your gown beautiful. Oh, you only find my gown beautiful, you don't find me beautiful. Bitch, just take the fucking compliment and shut the fuck up. Damn. And she annoying, she cry about everything. She just, girl, oh my gosh. And oh, I don't want you to do this. Oh, why are you trying to make me, oh, da 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 da. It's like one of the overly independent women. Like, I don't need you to tell me what to do. I don't need you to but call me pretty. Am I pretty? Do you love me? How do you feel about me? Don't tell me that I look pretty. I know that I look pretty. That's exactly what she's giving me. Exactly what she's giving me. Why in the world are you like this, Temperance? And your mama is just flows with the wind, and she act like nothing's going on. I have a feeling that Miss Girl daddy is a basilisk. Okay, I have a inkling that her daddy is one of them snakes. Okay, because her mama won't even say a thing about that man. Okay, talk about his family didn't approve of her. So why didn't you put two to two together? So not only are you so insecure, not only are you trying to be hyper independent, but you also are clueless, like your mama. Oh my gosh. Okay, so when I've seen the reviews on TikTok, somebody said that the father broke her hip, her pelvis. It wasn't the father, it was Caspin. But let's talk about this. So not only does she have to learn how to have sex by the Basilisk before she marries the prince, okay? But now she's in the part of the story where she has to have sex with the king of the Basilisk to be accepted by the court, basically. And then she has to have sex with her man for hours in front of people. And in turn, after a while, it started to hurt, but he then breaks her damn pelvic bone whilst having sex with her. Not only that, it seemed like the king wanted a little bit more than Moochie cat. Not only that, she's also still somewhat liking the prince, but she's upset because the royal family is using the basilisk's blood to create gold, and that's probably how they are rich, and they're probably selling these people blood too, because Caspin said that they've been hunting his people for years now, and hundreds of them have gone missing. Imagine having to hunt on your father-in-law just so you could be accepted by the family. Like, I find this to be, I don't see this as unhinged. I just see it as it's honestly a little bit funny. It's kind of giving like, but why? You know how earlier I was saying like, but why do I have to hunch on another man to get married to the prince who's soon going to become the king? And you had to hunch on your father-in-law. Like, that's crazy. And then she's over here talking about his dick is bigger. The damn daddy's dick is bigger than her man's dick. And it's just like okay. Just like, who wrote this damn book? Let me see. Does it say the author? It don't say the author. When I find out who the author is again, it's a why. Like, what? Why? That's what it's given. It's given why. Anyways. Okay, the author is just nasty. I'm just gonna leave it there. The author is nasty as hell. Because, girl, what are you talking about? To show them that they honor you, they gotta kiss your pussy. It's basically, girl, you just pulled anything out of the bag and said, you know what, I'm about to put this in a book. Because, girl, what? I'm sure if there was real basilics out there, they'd probably be sitting there reading this like, what the fuck is this lady talking about? To show that they honor you and respect you, they gonna give you a kiss, like kiss in the ring, but it's gonna be on your coochie. What type of freaked out shit is this? What is y'all talking about? What are you really talking about, Miss Girl? Because first you it comes to a point where it comes to all I can do is laugh because what is wrong with you? It comes to a point where you're doing too much. Like literally, you're doing too much. Now I understand why people are saying it's unhinged because it's just doing too much. Like, bro, this girl. This bitch is trying to get both of her men to meet. Mind you, they're enemies, okay? She's trying to get both of them to meet to end a war. She just finished fucking one of them when she's supposed to be permanently bonded. She's blood bonded to one of them. She just finished fucking the other one. And she's mad because the main nigga don't want to meet the side nigga. And it's kind of like, can you be mad? She's like, why he's not like his family? Girl, you just met him. This is the thing. This lady is hunching on everybody. What is going on? She's hunching on everybody and she's letting everybody hunch on her. And it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous because, y'all, okay, boom, so I finished the book. Let's talk about what happened. Okay, boom. She finds out her daddy is in the dungeon and the king is collecting all the basilisks because their blood turns into gold, and that's how he's been keeping the family wealthy. And she found out her daddy is one of the people downstairs, so she's like, okay, damn. What she do? She do what she knows best. She uses that throat and she uses that coochie to get her way, basically. The king at first didn't want what was the prince's name? See, I just finished this book and I forgot his name because I was on TikTok. But the king didn't want her to marry that man. She didn't want him to marry the prince, and told the prince, bitch, it's a no, right? And he said, I'm gonna handle her like I handle Evelyn, right? So here goes this girl. She turns around to the princess, but like, you know, your father threatened me and said he was gonna handle me like he handled Evelyn. By the way, Evelyn is his old bitch that the daddy didn't feel like it should have been queen, and so he paid her off and went her on about her business. Like, she took the money and jetted. Of course, the prince did not know that. However, at the end of the book, when he basically imprisoned his father in the dungeon downstairs, he was basically like, yeah, sir, I paid that, and you don't even want to know how much I paid her for her to jet, okay? Basically, he probably paid her 25 cents when she was ready to get the fuck. And he was just like, you know, you're gonna be very upset when you find out how much I really paid her for her to skedaddle. And anyways, long fucking story short, the man Catherine's father basically told her, you need to put a crest on the king so we could take over, the basilisks can take over like we once were and like we once did, and blah blah blah. Finds out that the reason why he wants her to put a crest, which is basically like a I forgot what they call it in like vampires, I forgot what they call it. Like they put like a damn, I don't remember the word, but they put like a little something on you for you to do whatever they tell you to do, right? Damn, what does the vampires call it? Damn, I forgot. Y'all put it down in the comments if you remember. What they do? They put a little shindig on you. Anyways, she comes to find out that the king, even though I feel like she was making decisions and not really thinking them through. Like she was sort of thinking it through, but not really thinking it through. Like she was too busy hunching everybody. That's her problem. She was too busy hunching this one. She was too busy hunching that one. Wanting to hunch this one, wanting to hunch that one, and it was just a little bit too much going on. Anyways, comes to find out the reason why Caspian's father wanted her to put to get the king in order, the other king in order, was because she was going to gain power, and then he was going to put a crest on her, and he was going to get her power, and in turn killing her and killing his son. He knew that his son would die, and he didn't give a fuck. It was all because of power, even though her actual father that was downstairs in the dungeon told her not to trust that motherfucker. And what she do, she somewhat trusted him. So she's trying to tell Caspian, like, his name's got Caspian, his name is Caspian. She's trying to tell him, yo, daddy don't give a damn about you, and he damn sure don't give a damn about me. He just want power. And matter of fact, how did Caspian's mama die? That's neither here nor there. Anyways, long fucking story short, Caspian's like, oh no, my daddy loved me. Sir, your daddy don't give a damn about you, okay? That's just, if she's telling you he don't give a damn, he don't give a damn. He don't give a damn about her. He damn sure don't give a damn about you, okay? He don't give a damn about the motherfuckers in the dungeon, because he already knew there was motherfuckers in the dungeon, and we ain't hear nothing about him trying to rescue them, that's for sure. So anyways, long fucking story short, Caspian the father ends up injecting his venom in her, or end up really hurting her. It was a whole bunch of Caspian she ends up having to put a crest on Caspian. Caspian then was able to get energy and be his daddy ass and kill his daddy, and then she had to put a crest on, what the hell is this man name? Damn, I'm mad at Leo. Boom. She had to put a little crest on Leo so she could, heal herself. And now her and Leo are connected forever. And she told him to go find Evelyn, because she's still hunching on Caspian. So the father was telling him, I paid Miss Mama off, and you don't even want to know how much I paid her off with, because she just skedaddled. I didn't even have to pay her a lot for her to leave your ass. You must have been in love, baby. She wasn't in love. She didn't give a damn about you. And Leo like, you used to lie, and you was a hating ass bitch, basically. And so, the funny thing is, both princes, because Caspian was a prince, so both princes' mothers were dead, and neither of them really knew why or how their mama died. They just knew that their mama was dead and gone. Dead and gone. Dead and gone. They just knew they was dead and gone. They didn't really know the story behind it. They just knew dead and gone. Okay, I forgot, did Caspian mama die in war, or did she just die and he ain't know the real reason? Anyways, long story short, at the end of the day, she ends up staying with Caspian, and it's kind of like, so you left Leo on his little own, hoping that him and Evelyn would be together, knowing that you have a different type of connection with Leo, and you would have to basically spend your time between two kingdoms. So you a queen in the human kingdom, and you a queen in the Basilisk kingdom. Okay? And that's, at the end of the day, this is what this story is telling you. Spread it wide and lay it low. Okay, ladies? Use your coochie to your advantage. This is what this book is just saying. Use your coochie to your advantage. You may start off a virgin, but baby, you could find yourself in somebody's bed. This is what this book is basically giving me. Okay, Miss Girl had no self. No, she had no. Damn, why is the words leaving me? It's late at night, y'all. She was very insecure. Okay, super insecure. All right, you could tell her, "Oh, you look real pretty." Oh, is it because the clothes I'm wearing, or is it because I'm pretty? Like my face is pretty, like my eyes are pretty. Bitch, just take the compliment, okay? That's how it was starting out, all right? Sooner along the line, she started accepting the compliments. Like, he would say, "Oh, you beautiful," and she'd be like, "Oh, you're getting better at complimenting." He's literally saying the same shit, bitch. Like, get it the fuck together. It's just that you are now becoming more and more insecure in yourself, more confident in yourself. Okay, so boom, she starts off insecure, a virgin, never got kissed, and then boom, she leads into she's starting to hunch. She's starting to hunch. She's getting a little bit, she's still getting on my nerves. She's not listening, not taking heed to nothing, but she's still gonna hunch. Okay, so she hunching, get more secure. She hunched this one, get more secure. She hunched somebody else, get more secure. She busts her legs wide open, getting her box ate for getting it ate by the court, because that shows that they respect you for some weird reason. Lindsay, girl, what's really going on with you? Okay, this is giving you into that swinger shit, but that's neither here nor there. I'm not gonna put that into you, allegedly. Anyways, so then she spreads it low and she spreads it wide, lay it low for everybody in the court, and then she starts hunching on Leo so she could then boom become his queen, so she could let her peoples out from the dungeon and also get the father out of the way. Long fucking story short, the way they be coming in and out this castle, the castle don't seem to be very secure, because they just coming in and out. And he talk about he had to hail a carriage like he hailing the cab on Fifth Ave and shit. So what type of castle is this that the prince didn't call somebody and be like, "Hey, I need me a carriage to come pick me up in the front"? He's hailing down carriages in the front like he's hailing down a yellow cab. What type of castle is this? That's number one. Number two, the way things were just put, it just didn't make, it wasn't given very much royal. This is the royal house, this is that. Like, it just wasn't. First of all, I should have looked more into the people who was giving out these advice on the book that you read. Read this book. Y'all was on TikTok talking about something. This book is so unhinged. It's so crazy. Somebody said the father broke her hip, her pelvic bone. The father didn't break her pelvic bone. Caspin broke her pelvic bone when he went a little rah. You feel me? During the whole ritual situation, the father didn't bring her. Now the crazy part was she had to hunch on his father just for the court to accept her in. Y'all maybe should change that up, because would you want to watch your daddy hunching on your lady, and then you gotta hunch on your lady in front of everybody for hours? That's crazy. But that's not even just. So let's lead through the book of hunching. All right, this book is just hunching. A book of hunching. Okay, it's a book of a woman finding a woman finding herself through hunching, basically. Okay, that's what it's gonna be. A woman finding herself through hunching. That should just be the synopsis right there. It starts off with Miss Girl, insecure, never had none of the boys look her way. She ain't ever kissed nobody. She was a virgin, okay? Then it's the prince who's, is looking for a wife. So a bunch of the girls that's 20 years old, because he's 20 years old, they have to go in trial. But before they could go into, not a trial, but before they could go into this little competition, they have to learn how to hunch from the basilisks, because the basilisks always hunching, okay? I read about basilisks, and this hasn't ever been a part of it, so maybe these are some different dimension basilisks. Maybe this is like a different part of the basilisk, this is a subgroup or some shit. But anyways, long story short, the basilisks teach the girls how to hunch the princess, okay? So they go into the thing, learning how to hunch from the basilisk, and then they go off to the competition to get the prince to then become the queen, okay? And then they have to hunch. Now you also might also have to hunch the prince before he even says you gonna be the queen, okay? So boom. Yeah, she then gets picked. She goes and hunch on the prince of the Basilisks, falls in love with him, goes into competition. The prince falls in love with her. She starts liking him, but she keeps telling him, you ain't getting this box until I tell you get in this box. So all of a sudden, she's no longer insecure, really, and she's coming into that bitch, you know? She is trying to prove that she runs shit. Does she really? Not really, but she's trying to prove that she does, right? So then, right, she's still hunching on her man. And her man don't know that she's thinking about hunching on the prince, but he's starting to put two and two together. The prince don't know that she's falling in love with the basilisk, okay? The snake. They call them snakes, okay? They hate to be called snakes, but that's what the fuck it is. And then boom, slowly but surely, she starts giving him guac 3000, and he's like, okay bitch, I really do like you. Like, you're not throwing the box at me, and that's why I like you even more. But now you gave me the throw 3000, the guac 3000, and now I'm understanding why snake guy over there really likes you. So then she's getting more hyped about herself, like, he really liking me, and I'm gonna give him this throw, show him I like him, you know, keep him on his toes so he could do what the fuck I told him to do, basically. So after she gets in the throw, he's really like, oh bitch, whatever you want, girl, you know I will provide. And he did that. He provided. Long story short, get your throat together and get your box together, and you can get anything in this world that you want. This is what this book is telling you. At the end of the day, she does become queen of both kingdoms, and even though she's not with Leo, really she's still with Leo. And long fucking story short, bitch, if you are insecure, understand that your coochie has power, and it can get you wherever you want to go in this world. That's what the book is. Is this book really giving coochie empowerment? Was that the whole point of the book? Because that's what it's giving. Because she was hunching, she was letting people hunch on her, and she found herself all throughout that hunching. That's what it's given. That's what the book is given. Okay, that's how I feel. That's what I think. Sorry, not sorry. It is what it is. That's what I got from the book. It's so unhinged. What is unhinged about this? It's some crazy parts, but I don't feel like it's unhinged. Like, unhinged is like those stalker books, and they be like finding their way in their house and be nutting in their panties and putting it in their drawers and shit. Like, that's unhinged. That's crazy to me. Like, what is wrong with you? This is giving nymphomaniac. That's what it's giving to me. It's giving somebody finding themselves through hunching around the world, opening it wide and spreading it low. That's what it's giving. Anyway, if you have not read this book, go ahead and read it. And if you have read it, comment down below and tell me what you think. If you've read this book based on this review, which I hope you read it before you watched this review, because obviously I said a couple of things that happened in the book, please come back and tell me what you thought. And please don't have it be like no tech talk where, no, I think the book was about this and it had some aspects of the Bible. And girl, this is a fantasy book. Relax, okay? She was spreading wide and laying it low for everybody. Okay, bye.